I wanted to talk about was a lot of people lately, a lot of my clients have been really nervous about the state of this world at the moment and a bit scared with all the fires that are going on. I know, namaste, mwah, a lot of the fires that are going on all around the world, a lot of our country's on fire, a lot of America, Brazil, South America, a lot of the places where there's a lot of medicine and is actually on fire. And we watched something, especially, well, somebody sent it to me. I don't watch any news at all. I don't believe in the news. I get my downloads from the earth. She'll tell me what I need to know. But what came through on Channel 7 was that there was geoengineering on, because there was unexplained weather patterns, and that they were military, so that, and the fires were there to hide this military stuff that was going on so that they could go in there and do what they needed to. And it was a nanobot technology that actually gets like little nanobots down and like can really affect people. And a lot of my clients and friends are actually in the city. I'm very lucky because I live near the beach, so we don't have a lot of that there. It gets blown away by the sea air. But a lot of what is going on in the cities is a little bit overwhelming and can be quite scary for people. And it's like, fuck this. I've had a few people saying to me, what's the point? You know, like, they're burning our country, burning our countries. They're making like safe states all around the world, so we're completely programmed, and all of the bad stuff that's going on, right? And she was like, fuck, you know, like, what's the point? What's the point, Blythe? Like, what is the point anymore? And like, I'm very lucky that, well, I choose to spend a lot of time in nature, connecting with the earth through land activations that I do. And so I get a lot of downloads from the earth, because I remember a few years ago, and then regularly, like, the earth communicates with me, right? And I had gone in when I found out about the fires from Brazil as well. And so I was meditating, doing the earth activation. I was like, Mama Earth, like, what's going on? Like, I was so upset and so sad about what was going on. And I'm like, the Amazon's on fire. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. I was literally in tears, like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Like, the medicine lands, and now the medicine hinterlands in Byron, like, what's going on? Doesn't make sense. And Mama Earth literally said to me, sweetheart, do you think that this isn't on purpose? Do you think that this isn't on purpose? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, just pray for fire, just pray for water. Just pray for water, just ask for water. If you're not religious, I'm not religious either, but just ask for water to come down over those lands. But think about what is actually happening here with every single fire across the world that is being activated. They think that they are dulling down our connection to the earth, but it's actually activating it even more, because people are realizing that they care. People are really realizing how much they fucking care, right? So once people are activated and they're realizing that they care, then they can get into the overwhelm and being like, oh my gosh, our country's on fire. And then they get really passionate and upset and all of that. And then it's like, okay, I get that. Hey, Court, yeah, sorry, I blacked out for a little bit. But then we can actually get back on purpose and go, yeah, okay, so this is what Mother Earth told me, is that all of these, what is considered bad is going on, but that's the activation, and it's bringing more people to awaken. I'm like, okay, that's beautiful. I get that. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you. And then I was also like, well, what about all these bad things? Like all the governments, like I'm an activist, right? Like an activist, a freedom activist. So, and we do a lot of work in Australia, and so does, I saw somebody else come on before that does as well. Anyway, so we're activists, we're freedom activists, right? I'm not a fighter. I don't fight anything. That's not liberation. Liberation isn't fighting. Liberation is coming beside whatever is going on, and it's allowing us all to awaken and then just go, you know what? You can do whatever you're going to do. The government's literally here, and all of their crazy fires and nanobot technology and all the things that keep us stuck and miserable and mundane and average, they can still exist, and we're just going to be doing our cool stuff here. We're just going to be activating the world with, well, we're allowing you to activate the world with all your crazy bad shit that you think is going to dull us down and make us be even more shit than we already are. But we'll just come next to you and we'll activate and align with even more awareness now, because we've actually, your shitty things that you've done have actually reminded us of how much we love the earth and how much we are all connected. So while you think that you're actually bringing us down, you're actually activating and awakening us. And that's amazing. So she told me that one thing, first of all, and I was like, amazing. But then what about the next part? The next part she told me was, Blythe, the governments, and I already knew this, I got this at download a long time ago, so I wanted to share this with you. And what she said to me, Mother Earth, was, yes, the governments are there coexisting, but look at who is stepping up in this world. And it's the philanthropists, which I am one of, and a lot of people on here as well, and it's the entrepreneurs. And what they are actually doing is they are using their own time, money, and resources to activate other companies or to donate to people and individuals who have got amazing projects which are on their heart, their passion and their purpose. They are actually activating those people to do that. And she said to me, Mother Earth, that these are going to be the new governments. What is happening in the world at the moment is these philanthropists and these entrepreneurs that are supporting other people, doing it out of fully, like out of heart space energy, like full compassion. They're giving up their time, money and resources so that they can make massive changes in the world. These are who the people will want to support. These are going to be the new governments, right? These entrepreneurs, let this land, these entrepreneurs and these philanthropists are going to be the governments in the new world, and they are starting now. So rather than us getting scared or anything like that of what is happening around the world, see it as us cracking that tipping point. And I was speaking to my best friend about this the other day. We came to the tipping point in 2012, right? That was in the part of the Mayan calendar that was going to be either the end or the beginning or whatever. People were saying there was different theories around it, but that was when 50% of the world woke up and was conscious. And that was the tipping point of the new earth. So that was in 2012. And then over this time, since 2012, a lot of the light workers out there, or a lot of the awakened people or conscious people, or a lot of people that are stepping into their new power or their new gifts and abilities and all those sort of things, since 2012, a lot of that stuff has really come online. And we've been learning a whole lot more so that we can figure out how to express authentically from our heart space, our greatest gifts. So I feel that that's what's happened since 2012, right? And now we're at another exciting tipping point. We're at the end of the decade. We're at the end of the decade, and next year is 2020. We get to come into the new decade with all of these gifts, abilities, talents, lessons, learnings from the time since 2012. 2012 is when you went vegan. Fuck yes. Yes. See? It's just not coincidental that some of this stuff was happening. 2012 was when I created my first coaching business and my first detox product line to help people heal from cancer and all those sort of things. So anyway, I digress, because yes, Nikki had an amazing awakening in 2012. So it's really an interesting time, right? It's really, really cool because we're at the end of the decade. And what I've noticed within my circles of my friends and the Sydney conscious community and Brisbane around Australia is a lot of people that have been learning a whole lot over the last, since 2012, since the Mayan calendar awakening, is now at the tipping point where they're becoming the teachers. So it's beautiful, the shift in the consciousness and the shift in reality and the shift within people, humans just across the earth, that how things are shifting and changing, right? And that people are stepping into their confidence and their brilliance and really sharing their gifts and abilities. And nobody's ever left behind. That's the whole point of this. Nobody's ever left behind. Somebody could be watching and just being like, oh my gosh, like I don't have any gifts or abilities or talents or anything like that. I'm literally just, stepping into this stuff. And that would be like, yes, boom. That's your end of decade awakening. That's when you're coming online and being awakened to new possibilities and being awakened to your greatness. So that is your awakening. Everything is an evolution of where we've been. We're all just on the trajectory going this way, right? We don't realize it because it's like this. It's the roller coaster of life, but it's still, when you average it out, it's still going like this, right? And that's perfect. So that is perfect. We're all on it together, no matter where we are in the journey. We're all little pieces of the puzzle that all intertwines and is just like a beautiful heart, you know? Like we're all there together. That's not a heart. That's a heart. So we're all interwoven together to create this beautiful, throbbing heart and connect to whatever it is that elevates, activates, encourages, inspires us, right? So yes, don't be worried or scared or nervous about the state of the earth. Be consciously aware, but look at your local environment. Look at how you can create changes within your own body, mind, soul. What is your soul asking you to do? What is going to stretch you? What is going to be a clearing conversation that might has some trapped energy within your body, that once you just have that conversation, you're able to create clearing within your body and within your vessel, and some more great things will come in. And being aware of what great things come in, because for example, like I had some major clearing conversations with my family and within my businesses this week, and I needed to stay aligned with, once I'd had these conversations that I was really nervous around. I could say I was scared. I was also very excited. It's sort of the same emotion. Once I'd had that these little things that came in, which were not little, but were such gifts from the universe that I wasn't attached to wanting, because I put it out there, I was manifesting them. So I put it out there to the universe that this is what I wanted to bring into my life, but then I let it go, right? And then I had the clearing conversation with the people that I needed to have the clearing conversation with. And then that created the space, and I wasn't even aware, but then the manifestation came in straight away. Do you know what I'm saying here? So in order to manifest greatly, put it out there to the universe with what you want, or journal it, or write it down somewhere, or write it in your phone, create a journal in your phone, and then let it go, and don't be attached to the outcome of it, because that's the key to manifesting, right? So once you don't want it anymore, and then you go and do some deep inner work and clear out something, then the new thing will come into your being and into your vessel. So it is literally what is going on in the world. It's all symbolic. It's all happening at the same time. They are creating all this like crazy sort of shit going on around the fires, burning down all the blah, 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 and then we're doing the deep inner work and having clearing conversations in our own world. And then that's when we might get downloads of, oh, wow, there's this product that can be sprayed from above the clouds all over Australia, and it literally regenerates the soil within 2 weeks, and we can have a flourishing rainforest in a desert. We could have a flourishing rainforest in Africa. We could have a flourishing rainforest in the middle of Australia. It's literally a product of somebody that I know that they have created and has been very successful. So all of the stuff is out there at the moment, and you could be saying, Blythe, why aren't you helping that person get their product out there? And I will say to you, I am doing the deep inner work. Kevin, in Cambodia with my sister. Oh no, you're in Singapore. Are you in Cambodia yet? Anyway, I digress because I'm so excited. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love it, all of you guys. But the whole point is that once we, Blythe, okay, remember, Blythe, why aren't you helping that person get their product out there, and we create rainforest in the middle of Australia or in the middle of Africa? And my whole point is, my whole point is, hello beautiful, my whole point is that I am doing the deep inner work on myself, and I am working through my own shit, because that will all come into alignment in 2020 and in 2021, right? Like, I created my non-for-profit, and that is one of the projects, I'm pretty sure, that is on my non-for-profit that will get funding in the future, because I get these downloads from the earth years in advance. Like, I have told so many people, I am like the shittest psychic person, right? Like, so shit. I get my the visions 10 years in advance. I'm like, man, I just have to sit and wait for 10 years because I see how epic it's going to be. And it's like, yes, you literally have to wait for 10 years and do the work. So we all know what we want in this world. We all have the vision of what we want. So in the meantime, it's about being, I was going to say sovereign in our own ability, but it's about stepping in when things don't feel like you should be stepping in, right? Like, there's times when you're like, I don't want to step in right now because I'm comfortable where I am. And I don't want to stretch myself and do the deep inner work because I'm just going to wait. This is what comes up a lot. A lot of people procrastinate and they're like, I'm just going to wait to do the thing that I know is going to be great and I know I'm meant to do in this world because I just need to do all these things first. And it's like, no. That's our programming that prevents us from being fucking amazing. Letting it land. No. Us waiting until we are perfect to do the things that we need to do is our programming that is procrastinating and preventing us from being great. It is the biggest program and it is the biggest life bypass and happiness bypass that we have programmed in our brains. Letting that land. So once we realize that we don't need to be anything other than who we are at this moment in time because we are fucking perfect the way we are, that's when the game changes, right? So I want you to understand, whilst I'm telling this to myself, reminding myself constantly of this, that we are all so fucking perfect right now. And even in our shit, how can you, when you're in your darkest shit, remember that at the exact same time you're love and light on the inside and that you're the fucking coolest person ever, right? So it's about remembering no matter how fucked up life is, no matter blah, 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 how fucked up, and I'm called to mention this story, and it could be like, Blythe, my mum is dying of cancer. I'm looking after my 2 businesses that are not successful right now. I have a dad who's a drug addict. I have a brother and sister who, no, maybe not that, but I have a sister who is going through a major breakdown. I feel like my body is giving up on me. You could literally have all of those things. Oh, and you could also have this one. And I also have somebody trying to sue me right now, and I also have somebody trying to blackmail me right now. So how can I, in that moment, remember that I am love and light and I have great things going on? So that person is me. That person was me when I chose to move into my parents' house while my mum was having cancer, chemo, even though I'd created a product line that helped people to heal the kind of cancer that she had, and detox it out of their body, and she wouldn't do that. And so she chose to die. She literally said to me, Blythe, I'm not doing anything. I don't want to be saved. I want to die. And in that moment, I realized that all I needed to do was love her. And I said, okay, right. She's like, so don't fix me. I'm like, whoa, let that land. I was like, okay, I won't fix you. I will love the shit out of you for the rest of your life. While I had a dad, a person who was a drug addict, while I had somebody trying to sue me, while I had 2 businesses that were going bankrupt, while I had somebody trying to, all the things, right? I had everything going on at once, and I was at my calmest, right? So you can have all the darkest shit going on and you can still be your greatness, right? You can still do the meditation or go for the ocean swims or connect with great people or find the littlest pieces of things where you get to break down. Because I'd go to yoga and sometimes I would be crying so much that I couldn't keep it together enough to do a class. I had to leave, right? But that is in itself was beautiful as well. And I did all of the colonics. I swear, if you're going through a lot of shit, that's hilarious. Do you know what's a great one? Coffee colonics, coffee enemas. You can do them yourself if you're interested. Let me know. They are the most amazing thing for depression, for anxiety. Oh my gosh, it's a fucking game changer. I swear, coffee colonics, coffee enemas, I used to self-administer a lot over a 15-year period, but especially when my mum was sick and dying of cancer while I had businesses that were like, I was going through bankrupt. Well, I didn't go through bankruptcy, but we were at that point where we were like, we're going to go bankrupt. I chose to come out of that and make $1 million businesses again, but at that time was like a low for me, right? But coffee enemas, oh my gosh, man, they just get you on a full-on fucking high all the time. They were amazing, right? And really reminded me that I was able to tune into infinite love and gratitude whenever I fucking wanted. And it really created a whole new dance in life, right? Oh my gosh, was that my 2012? No, it wasn't. It created a whole new dance in life for me. And so that's, you become bigger than your stories. That's what it's about as well. It's becoming bigger than your stories so that no matter what is going on, we remember. Oh my gosh. Anyway, am I still on? Yeah, fuck. It's literally so annoying. How can you be not annoyed when somebody's trying to call you and you're doing a Facebook Live? Anyway, is this still live? Can you, somebody give me a something so I know that we're still live? Somebody just do a something. Are we still live? Somebody, anybody, I ask you to do something so I know that we're still live. Anyway, I'm just going to keep on pretending that we're live. So, yes, we can be sovereign. We can choose the identity that we show up, never suppressing what we are dealing with, because what we are dealing with has been given to us. It is the gift from the universe at that time. It is the next evolution of our soul's growth, right? So, and generally, if it's something that has, this is just a breakthrough I just received just then. So when my mum died and all this stuff was going on, my mum had previously, 10 years before that, had a brain hemorrhage. And oh my gosh, I had a boyfriend who was a drug addict who started to use heroin at the time because he couldn't deal with it. I was literally going to go away and work on cruise ships. This is before I'd bought my business. And so I had all of these things. So it was like a practice, right? It was a practice of my mum actually dying, because we're having so many ego deaths all the time, right? And that's what we want to be doing. We want to be not connected to our stories and not be of any one identity, so that we can continue to our soul's elevation and our soul's growth all the time. And yes, so that's what we're doing at this moment in time. I feel like this live has probably finished, so I'm just going to end it on a note, because I'm literally driving between two of my businesses at the moment, and I should be going to one of them right now. And I'm totally on my way. This is my lunch break. And it's great being an entrepreneur. And so what I would love to land from you for you from this is that no matter what is going on for you, you can have the darkest of days and you can still be love and limitless love within you always. And especially being, it's still going on, awesome. And especially being a light worker or an awakened person or an inspiring person or a motivational person, whatever word you want to call it, in your world and your reality that exists and that is resonant for you, we, even when we're in our baddest, most darkest time, we can still be going through our shit, but we can be still of a vibration, of a frequency that is still inspiring to others, right? So never think that when you're in a dark point that is like you're not doing the work and you're not spiritual and you're not evolving and you're going backwards or anything like that. You're not beautiful. You're really not. You are actually evolving even deeper, because that work and allowing somebody else to witness you going through that is an awakening for them, right? So even when you're at your darkest, you could be literally shooting up heroin and thinking that you aren't a conscious, evolved being, and you could be conscious and evolved as fuck, you know? And I would love us to all not judge people for whatever their dark place is, because we've all got our own dark place. And so you could be like, oh yeah, they're not conscious, they're a fucking drug addict. But I would like to say to you, what a fucking C word you are. What a fucking cunt you are. Because we all have our own version of our dark place, and we've all been given that dark place so that we can all awaken multiple people, including ourselves, upon all different dynamics, upon all different realities, upon all different cultural backgrounds, upon all different cultures, everything, right? Because we've all dabbled in all sorts of things, and we've all got our own, had or still have our own addictions, our own whatevers that we're all dealing with at every moment in time. So rather than judging everybody for their dark place, acknowledge them and fucking love them for it, because at least they have the balls to let you know about it. Because a lot of us, we hide our dark place and we don't let anybody else see it, and we suppress it and we're nervous, scared, and fearful of what it is, and we're scared of being that person. But that dark place is spiritual awakening or conscious awakening or motivational awakening for somebody else, and also for ourselves. It's personal freedom. Once we acknowledge that that is our thing, and that is our trickiest thing in life that we are dealing with constantly, and then once we admit it, it literally, the energy starts to go away from it, so that we don't have to be hard on ourselves for it. We don't have to put ourselves down for it, because it's actually a great gift, right? And so it's also somebody else's greatest gift. So once we can start to love on our gifts, or love on, oh, Bashar, I love you. I've got something for you from the course that we did. I've got being your coach. I've got something from me and Lino, who are your coaches. Anyway, so our greatest, darkest thing is actually our gifts, right? So don't ever worry that it's a bad thing. It's not. It is your personal liberation in this life, right? So in order for us to all liberate and be free, I don't know which, like, people, my language is very spiritual, and I'm sorry about that. Just use it in your own language. So when I say liberation, it could be freedom or joy or happiness or whatever the thing is. When I'm saying awakening, it could be exciting, right? So don't get caught up on the words so much. Don't allow your cultural programming to fuck up the message that I'm trying to get through, that's coming through me, right? So just be in that. And if you are triggered as fuck, maybe you need a coach. I'm just kidding. That was something that somebody said to me the other day. Anyway, so I digress. As always, that's what I do. But letting it land. So take away from this that all the bad things that are going on in this world that people are doing to humanity are not necessarily bad, right? I don't know if you've heard the story of the snake. You can cut the head off the snake, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to cut away our power. But snakes are amazing. They could grow 2 heads. And that's what happens with everything that they put out there to fuck us up. We get wiser. More people awaken. The earth speaks to more people. We get more messages, more downloads. We get more of the cool shit going on, right? So just know that each and every one of you, each and every one of all of us, we are awakening at a level that is just like bringing us into this new world, which is super fucking exciting. It's so exciting, right? So whenever any of the bad, and they know this, so that's why they put all this stuff around the planet to fuck us all up, to go, oh my gosh, we just can't do anything. Oh my gosh, we're in this state, which is called luge, which is actually a thing. They want us to be in this state because then they can harness our energy. So when we are in this luge state of like, oh my God, just know that that's not you. That's a program. It's not yours. You don't have to carry it anymore. You really don't. So when you get in that state, just go, catch yourself. Go, oh my gosh, I'm in a state of luge. This is not my sovereignty right now. I haven't chosen this. This is a program that has been ingrained into me, and I am going to take back my sovereign power right now. And I'm going to connect with my heart, just with one big breath. Connect with your heart, connect with the earth, and Mother Earth. She's excited for this time. Yes, there's a whole lot of bad shit going on, but Mother Earth can handle it. She can handle it. She can fucking handle it. And the more of this shit that goes on, I don't agree with it at all. I'm not saying that, but the more of this shit that goes on, the more of us that awaken, and she is here to nourish our souls. She is here, what would be a better word for that? She is here to support our happiness and our infinite abilities, right? She's here to support our greatest gifts and all the things. So with all of this that is going on right now, it's a soul evolution. It is the greatest end of a decade that I have ever seen. I'm only 38, so I haven't seen heaps, but it is the greatest end of a decade that we can ever experience. So, oh my gosh, Tanu, love you, brother. But it is the end of a decade, right, that has the biggest evolution on our soul, the biggest missions on our hearts. So whether it be a tiny thing that is going to stretch you, maybe it's, I want to say stopping drinking milk. Maybe it's, I don't know, creating a project. I got it here, brother. But yeah, maybe, sorry, it's just because I love him. Maybe it's creating that project or that program that is going to help the earth or help humanity or any of those sort of things, right? Whatever is the time. And it's the time to start stepping in and not being scared anymore, because this awakening, the other people have realized how powerful you are. That's why they're putting all this stuff there. So now it's just up to you to own it. Hey, Anthony, I'm going to get you to cut my hair tomorrow again. Anyway, I love you. I'm talking about something really important, and then I'm talking about my hair. It's all like infinite childlike wisdom. That's how we play these days. That's what's being called to us. Oh, and here's another psychic that works with me. Aren't you, Anthony? Yes, you are, lovely. It's all about enhancing our gifts, right? And possibly some people's gifts are enhanced when other people are around. I know that mine are. Like, that's why I work with Pat. That's why we work with each other, because we are like next level psychic and seers and all of the things when we are around each other. We enhance each other's gifts like nothing else. So that's why we love working together, especially on retreats, because that's super exciting, because then we get to bring that to everybody and we just get to like all the magic just goes crazy. Oh, and Tammy, another earth activator. Fuck yeah, woman, you're doing great things. Love you, sister. But yeah, oh my gosh, I've gone on so many tangents because I'm just so excited for all the people that are on here. But end of an era. And Tammy would know about this as well, being an earth activator. All of the crazy stuff that is going on in this world is because we are so infinitely powerful, and people are tuning into our infinite power and they are wanting to harness that. But guess what? You get to harness that for yourself. You get to not let anybody take that energy away from you. You get to re-nourish it every day with your breath and with connecting to the earth. Just going to the beach and going for a swim's good enough. That's actually the best, you know, or going to the rainforest and going for a swim in the rainforest. If it's snowing, go and eat some snow. I don't know, whatever it is, just getting some earth on your body will literally just ground you, connect you, and allow your greatest gifts and all the things to come through, right? So don't be scared of what's going on in the world at the moment. Use it as a marker. This is what I do. I use it as a marker for how powerful and how amazing we are. So yes, sister, fucking huge shifts. We love it. We love this sort of stuff. So see it as a marker for how powerful you are. The more shit that's going on in the world that seems super fucked up, the more people are online. The more gifts and abilities are fucking being exploded open. So as my marker for life, and that is the only thing. That's my news, right? That's how I see the news, right? And people are just being awoken like there is no fucking tomorrow. And it is so exciting. And then our work now is to do the inner work. So whilst we're doing the work on ourselves, what's the most scary thing that my soul doesn't want to be comfortable with right now? Like, what can I step into that's super scary? For example, for me, it was a long time being a health coach and not having the body that I thought was amazing, right? What fucking spiritual bypass? Just fucking do the thing. At the moment, what would be the thing that's the most scary? Oh yeah, the clearing conversations for me have been the most, like, telling my staff that I want to sell those businesses. That was the most scariest thing, right? I think I was having a fucking aneurysm the other day about it. Not really, but I was having like a thing. And then I did the thing and they were like, we already knew that. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, we knew you were already going to do that. You were probably the only person that didn't know. I was like, oh, holy shit. Wow. Okay. So, or having a clearing conversation with somebody that might have molested you as a child. I had that conversation as well. And that literally took something out of my energetic field. And then all this good stuff came in. So it was like, whoa, doing the things that are a little bit scary, that get you into the uncomfortable, are shifting the things within your body that create more amazingness. So that's the deep inner work that I'm talking about right now. How can you do that deep inner work whilst working on your soul mission? Your soul mission is whatever. So for my clients, I mean, I go through a process with them, but the thing that you would fucking die for, that you think is, that you've got to, like, it's either the thing that you would fucking die for, the thing that you want to get out of bed for, or the thing that makes you most happiest. They are like, that is your soul mission, right? So you might be the best fucking knitter in the world, right? Like, you might knit like fucking 2-pack wrapped, right? That might be your greatest gift, and you need to share that with the whole world, because we need to get back into textiles. We need to get back into like nature. We need to get back into like making our own clothes. whatever it is, you know, exactly. It's the why. Why are you doing that? Because you want to create sustainable clothing, and you want to be able to knit in a community of people together, and you're all sharing this beautiful amazingness. So you create knit clubs around the world, and it's like the best business in the whole world because people are coming into this loving container, and you're also like helping the earth, and you're making like blankets for like starving kids in Africa, or like for the local homeless people, and creating, I don't know, building like houses made out of like crochet, I don't know, whatever it is. But you know, like once you come into your soul mission and you start to deliver that with other people, then that's the tipping point. That's like the whole soul awakening and the whole spirit awakening and all of the things right now, right? So that's where we're at. That's all the things. So dropping it down, landing the plane now, really, because I am going to go into this business because 2 of my staff are on here, and yes, I am actually on my way to the other business. So when you feel like you're being energy harvested and you feel like you've gotten into a state of luge, which is the, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my gosh, it's overwhelming and scary. Knowing that that's a program, knowing that that is not your stuff, and that at that moment in time, take some deep breaths and know that you are being so fucking powerful that somebody wants to take your energy. So just rein it in and go, oh, yo, motherfuckers, you ain't taking nothing from me. I'm going to live from my heart and be truly happy. And it's all good. So when you get scared as fuck, or when you get nervous or in that luge state, all you need to do is just tune into your heart and feel happy. And that instantly just dismisses the program, right? It instantly, they can't harness your energy if you're happy or you're coming from your heart space. So literally, that is all you need to do. Take some deep breaths, feel over your heart. If you need to touch it, touch your heart and touch your belly all at the same time, and just being like, breathe into that place and just go, I'm powerful. Somebody's trying to harness my energy right now, but I'm like so much stronger than that. Oh my gosh, this is like crazy funny. And then that's it, it's all goes. So there are so many people on here right now, and I just don't want to get off because I fucking love you guys so much. Like, honestly, oh my gosh, what an amazing community. This is the best ever. I fucking love you people so much. Oh my gosh, I'm just like in awe of each and every single one of you. So from in between my businesses, in Sydney, in my car, I just want to say I love you so much. All of you people on here, oh my gosh, I just fucking love you. Love you, love you, love you. So I'm sending you so much love from my heart, because you know what? Love is limitless. There is so much. So just take it, and fill it all up in your heart, and just feel it all ooey gooey in your fucking heart. Fill it all up in there and create some beautiful energy within your body, because that's what it's all about. It's having beautiful energy. It's about sexual energy. Sexual energy is life and love, and just sharing it with as many people as we can, because if we did nothing else but came from our heart space and shared it with everybody across the world, that's all we need to do to change the world, right? Like, just resonate love, because they can't help but feel that. I'm going to pop this story in here because there's a lot of light workers in here. I want to pop this story in, right? This happened about 5 years ago. 6 years ago, one of my clients in one of my businesses came in, and she's not spiritual. She works in the government, right? Not spiritual at all. And she literally said to me, came in one day, she's like, whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, don't stop doing it. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'd been at a peyote ceremony that weekend, so I thought she was psychic. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, all the medicine work, all the land activations, all the meditations, whatever it is that you and your friends are fucking doing, keep on doing it. I was like, we will, but why? She's like, because I'm psychic now. I said, excuse me? What are you talking about? She's like, yes, Blythe, I am psychic. I can hear people's thoughts and read their hearts. She's like, I'm never going to meditate. I'm never into any of that stuff, but I want to let you know, you and your friends, the work that you are fucking doing is changing the collective. She's like, I work in the government with the most narcissistic, mundane, average, evil fucking people, and I have become psychic because of the work that you do. I come into your business every 6 weeks and I get a little bit of activation and I'm fucking psychic. So what every single person on here, all of you light workers, what we do matters. And even if we don't have a conversation with some of these other people, they are all turning on their lights, their gifts, their abilities, their talents, their fucking amazingness is all coming online. And I literally, one of my businesses is a hairdressing salon in the city of Sydney, right in the depth of the city. So we've got like judges, government workers, people that hide up conspiracies through the government, like some of the nastiest judges, police officers, lawyers, all of the darkest, heaviest shit of people. Like, they're lovely people, but the jobs that they do is shit, right? And they come into my business, and because we've created a beautiful container of safe space in there, a loving energy, that they, like, it's like this little throbbing heart in the middle of the city, and it's resonating love. And we've got like end towers and frequency devices that are there to like fuck up people around us. We've had like, I've had a free, oh, I don't know if I was supposed to say that. I've had like somebody, and Kevin's been on here as well, somebody actually come into my business and attack me personally, for the work that I was doing, being an activist and stuff like that, getting a lot of information out of me. She did a mind control technique on me, and I could not help but tell her everything I knew, and was fucking scared, right? But it didn't matter, because I mean, at that moment I was fucking scared. Like, I was really scared. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that I was that powerful, or I was doing anything that. So in that moment, you just take your sovereignty back. And that's why it's good to, like, I was scared about sharing on Facebook and all that sort of stuff. That's why I wasn't on Facebook for years, because I was doing my activist stuff in the background. And then it wasn't until one of my mentors and teachers said, no, there's people that need to hear this, and we'll awaken the earth a lot quicker if you start to share the shit that you do. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's why I wanted to share that. And that's why we can change this world together just by the work that we're doing. You guys in here are all so fucking amazing. And your gifts and abilities are like no others. Like, literally, we all have unique gifts and abilities within us. So it's up to us all to share that as much as possible, so that we can awaken and we can share our gifts with other people, and just all escape average and come over to infinite possibilities of what we can really have in our life. Because you are the key. You, each and every single one of you, you are the fucking key. You are the key to your own greatness, and you are the key to somebody else's greatness, and you are the key to more awakening in this world. So I just love you so very much. And if you can, let's just all take a minute of silence with some beautiful music from my friend Santana, and just like place your hand on your heart. Let's just really tune in, and let's like activate some love right now and send it across the world, right? Like, we've got people all over the world right now watching this. So if all of us do this right now in all of these different countries, we can activate a new level of love, right? So let's just fucking be weirdos and do that. I'm sitting in a car in Artarmon. Let's just fucking tune in, listen to this, and I'll talk you through. So let's just tune into our love. And just imagine like yummy, ooey gooey love in your heart, like childlike love, you know, and beyond that childlike love of play and yumminess and infinite gratitude and sexual energy and beauty. It's all welcome here. It's all what expands our containers and our capacity to love. So let's just breathe into our hearts. Let's breathe into that energy. Expanding that love, that infinite love throughout your body, outside of your body, spreading to the whole room, to the street, the whole city where you are right now. Expanding that loving vibration, sharing the infinite love into your entire country. The entire country, just imagining your love right now going through the entire country that you live in. That love is showering through all of the beautiful souls That love is showering through Mother Earth, our mama. Showering her with love as she fills us up with love. Love through our whole entire country. Breathe into that and express that out for a bit. And then just imagine that love going into the depths of the earth, right? Right down into Mama's earth, right down into her soul, and right down into the core of the earth so that we can reactivate ourselves and the entire country with Mama Earth's beautiful love and healing energy. And then, because we're all over the world, let's just allow our love to link up in all the different continents that we're in as we become one body, one vessel of love. Our brothers and sisters who know each other and don't know each other, but we've all done this for eons before. Allow us just to connect our love. I'm connecting with each and every one of you. You connect with me, and then let's connect it with everyone. Just keep on breathing this loving connection, guys. If you've got the time and space, I would encourage you just to keep on sitting and expressing that love, the resonant vibes across your country, your vessel, the world, and connecting with all these beautiful souls. You amazing people. Albert, what are you doing? I'm literally coming to visit you at work right now. I just had to stop in the car on the way just to create this magic. To all of you people, that's what we're doing. We're changing the world with our vibration. We're resonating joy and love to all the other people. And if that felt weird, that's okay. It's like so totally okay. Come back and watch it at another time and do it then. Because the great thing about our world as well is that time isn't as linear as we think, right? Think about this. Can you imagine your past right now? Imagine a moment in your past right now. You're living at the moment. You're living in presence in this moment, and you're all past. You're going back into your memory board in your brain, and you're living in the past in this moment. Now, picture something that you want in the future. It might be the beautiful relationship. It might be, I know there's somebody on here right now. It might be this gorgeous man that you want to bring into your world. It might be this gorgeous woman that you want to bring into your world. Imagine them sitting next to you right now. Can you imagine it? And if you can't, get fucking creative, all right? Imagine it. And that's the best thing about time. It's not linear. It's whatever the fuck we want it to be. And like Einstein said, it's quantum. We're in the quantum field now. Like, we are activating whatever the fuck we want. And so if this is a whole new world and it sounds like woo-woo bullshit to you, amazing, 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 amazing. Get curious and just start to imagine, because everybody's got an imagination, right? That's what's the coolest thing. We've all got fucking imaginations. And if you were in, I know from my spiritual teachers, my yogic teachers back in the past, or anyway, like awakening the imagination. Like I was into Vedic and Hinduism for quite a long time, and I used to do a lot of Hindu and Vedic meditations, and it's so much imagination and creativity. And when I first came into my awakening, I'll turn this music down. When I first came into my awakening, it was all about a lot of Hindu philosophy, and it's so beautiful and creative and colorful and all of the things, and it awakens to all of this amazing golden tantric and sexual energy and grounded energy and all of these things. So it might sound like a whole lot of woo-woo, but just use your words around it. So you could use imagination, you could use creation, you could use all of the other things, whatever it is. But yes, sorry, somebody sent me a message and I got a bit sidetracked. So whatever your words are, whatever it might sound crazy and all that sort of stuff, use your words around it. Don't let my spiritual woo-woo words trigger the fuck out of you and shut down this stuff. Allow yourself to be stronger and better than that and go, she's one crazy ass bitch, but I knew her back when she wasn't a crazy ass bitch. And then use those words, you know? So whatever, all of those things. Your awakening, we just did a love transmission across the entire world. Even if you thought it was fucking weird, it's in you and it's going to resonate out of you. So fucking yes, we're all magical beings. So I'm going to go to work and see why, Albert, you're on this call, why you aren't working. Maybe it's your lunch break. I love you all. Literally every single person in here, you guys are fucking legends. There's like so many people on right now and I just love you all so much. Like, I hope you felt that love transmission. I hope you were part of it as well. And there's like actually, yeah, I love my woo-woo too. There is somebody in here that I just wanted to say, I'm going to say it to all of you. I see you and I actually am in love with you. You are fucking amazing. And I just am so excited for your soul's growth because I am literally in love with you. Like the evolution of your soul turns me on, and I know that's so weird, but I am legit in love with you, and I know that you can feel that right now. You are everything amazing in this world. I love you so much, and I'm gonna get off because I need to like fucking go to work. I love you so much.